I know this topic has been covered before, but seeing as how he's my favorite DBZ character, and he remains as one of the most popular characters in the entire series. So much so to the point they had to create a canon iteration. And the fact that this is probably the 100th BROLY video you've seen, but you don't care. It's always fun revisiting this pivotal moment in DBZ history. And it just doesn't feel right to not have a video about the OG, the legendary one, the devil of Super Saiyans, BROLY. So let's get into this shit.
Stop it, BROLY!
Ah, the legendary Super Saiyan. The one...
Good!
The one, and might I add, only and often imitated but never duplicated. I noticed that he catches a lot of flack for a misunderstood motive from way back when. For what villains get praised for today. Today's villains get praised for their pettiness, the lack of motivation, substantiated by the phrase, for the love of the game. Meaning the less motivation one has to becoming evil, the more insane they come off to be. Or even better, the simpler the motivation, the more evil one appears to be. Hell, Frieza is just a racist.
Hello, monkeys!
Who believes himself to be superior to all and becomes a tyrant that wants to rule everything. The thought of something becoming stronger and potentially being an issue for him was enough to make him erase nearly the entire Saiyan race by destroying their planet. Buu was just a force of evil living for destruction. Michael Myers, a pillar in the horror industry, originally was just the embodiment of evil. Why did he start killing people?
It don't fucking matter!
In fact, the less we knew, the better. We have villains being praised for just being evil without the need for illustrious, complex backstories that pinpoint understanding to why they became who they are. Not to say that it doesn't add quality. However, for this point, let's just say simplicity actually adds substance. Now imagine if I told you that OG BROLY sits on both sides of this fence. It became popular to minimalize OG BROLY's character to just big guy who screams Kakarot because he made him cry. And it's because of this mischaracterization that as soon as the new BROLY movie came out, it appeared as if he was a breath of fresh air, as people felt like OG BROLY was somehow missing good character and motivation. And for the sake of the argument, let's say it only came down to Goku making him cry as a baby. Would that not just portray him as a more psychotic and petty individual that would get praised in today's landscape of villainy? But somehow that's the only aspect of BROLY's background that really gets highlighted. How about the fact that as soon as he was born, his power level caused him to be seen as a threat? He made the king of the Saiyans jealous, and an assassination on him was ordered. Shit. So as a baby, they tried to kill him, they tried to kill his father.
What? You play that. Say word, he tried to kill your father, son. That nigga tried to kill my father!
Even after Paragus tries to tell them that, hey, BROLY is really like that. He can be one of your strongest warriors in service. And on top of all of that, the planet gets destroyed. As a baby, he's able to survive a planet being destroyed. As a Saiyan, while he's developing this insane power level, it's turning him into a brute savage, like an aminal with no leash. He has no form of training, morals. What are those? How many calories do those have? It don't matter. He's out here lashing out on the universe, driven crazy by his unchecked innate powers. Destroying planets was his version of playing at the park. An entire galaxy was washed away. And if his father can't find a way to control the unstoppable, the whole universe is about to become a victim. A device had to be made to finally temper his rage and control him. And he was even going to be used to exact revenge on Vegeta, the son of King Vegeta who tried to kill them. If I can't get your pappy, I'ma get you. A hand-me-down op. A perfect setup. Everything was going to plan until... Seeing Goku reawakened that dormant aminal once again. Those Saiyan instincts kicked in. He wanted carnage. He wanted destruction. This rage must be satiated. All right, it's time for an anime recommendation break. It's a spot in the video where I throw out a random show I've seen that I recommend people to check out if it sounds appealing to them. And so this anime recommendation break is brought to you by a ninja and an assassin under one roof. And just as the name implies, the show follows ruthless, unassuming assassin Konoha Koga.
ただの一般人じゃないなお前。あ、口に出ちゃってたか。
An adorable bumbling ninja, Sadako Kasugakuri.
Who? And here we go.
Satoko Kasugakuri. Boy? Satoko. Why don't that feel right? Satoko.
A few moments later.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Satoko accidentally ran away from her ninja village and is now branded as a traitor, leading to her being pursued by other ninjas. Luckily, she ends up pairing with the one-punch assassin in Konoha. She's employed by an underground assassination organization looking to climb the ranks and partners up with Satoko due to her overpowered ability to turn any non-living object into leaves, making her the perfect tool to hide assassination. This pairing leads to a surprisingly dark yet lighthearted adventure with some comedy and heart, with these two searching for purpose and realizing that they need each other a lot more than they may know. This show was a good time and actually told some good stories with some real emotions involved. Highly recommend it. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. His transformation into the legendary Super Saiyan remains as one of the greatest transformations in the history of DBZ. He goes from a maniacal laugh to silence, and then just screams bloody murder to the heavens. As his flesh is torn asunder, and he literally explodes into this beast of a Saiyan, living up to the moniker of being the legendary Super Saiyan. The fear that Vegeta felt in his heart, fell to his knees. The only other character that had Vegeta acting this way was the god of destruction himself, Lord Beerus. And we all know the historical ass whooping that took place after he took this form. Broly wasn't just a mindless brute. He was sadistic and aware. He knew what he was doing. He was doing whatever he wanted to do, daring anyone to try and stop him, knowing that there was no one who could. He wasn't just screaming one phrase. He was dropping some of the hardest bars in Dragonball. I know y'all remember Kakarot. How much do you love your son? This nigga made Goku tell Gohan to run for his life. Get the fuck out of here. It's about to go down. This is the same guy who made Gohan fight a perfect cell after giving him a senzu bean. Stop trying to downplay this man, Broly. He told the enslaved group they had on the planet. For some reason, seeing them huddled up and cowering together pissed him off. He said, I noticed y'all keep gazing up. hoping to return home to your planet, probably dreaming to go back. But that's all it is, just a dream, and casually destroys their planet right in front of them. And he didn't even use a huge death ball like Frieza did. He used a casual energy ball, but he put a mean spin on that bitch, and then had the nerve to say,
Oops, did I just blow it up?
who blows up a planet and is just sarcastically like, oops. Come on, son. BROLY had the aura, the power, the bars. He's funny with it while still being terrifying.
Hey, what do you say you give us a handicap? Is that another word for coughing?
He was aware of how strong he was and of all the evil shit he was doing. This is all I know. Destruction, chaos.
This is all I got.
He's the only DBZ villain that got surrounded by all the Z fighters and said, if y'all just let me kill you, you wouldn't be going through all this pain right now. And then proceeded to whoop their ass again together as a community. He was whooping on them for the entirety of the soundtrack that was playing. They played a whole album during that beating. He made his own AMV out of them boys. He went on to terrorize the Z fighters, tossed his father in a crushed pod into a comet. And he gave the whole Z Fighter squad 2 full rounds of ass whoopings. He beat them half to death. They got sensu beans and he beat them down again. The devil of Super Saiyans. OG BROLY was the perfect storm of tragedy, jealousy, power struggle, evil incarnate, god complexes, and sadistic humor. Fulfilling his role as a villain to utmost efficiency. He is still to me the best DBZ villain who became so iconic, so powerful. He broke through the continuity wall and became canon and concept. It sucks that we only got to see him one time.
It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen.
In this one movie. Don't ask me about no borrowed BROLY. I don't know who that is. And there you have it, folks. I really just wanted an excuse to make a BROLY video. And it's difficult because he's such an iconic and popular character. There's already a plethora of videos about him. Everything that can be said has been said. But I've always wanted to make a video anyway because he's my favorite Dragon Ball Z character. I remember watching that DVD so many times. Just the concept of an evil legendary Super Saiyan. And it turns out to be this hawkish psychopath who's stronger than everybody. The concept was revolutionary at the time. We've had some evil Saiyans before, you know, Raditz, Snapper, and Vegeta in the squad, but they were Teletubbies compared to the Saiyan of legend. Imagine what this BROLY would have done to Frieza.
Hello, monkey.
But that's enough of my yapping. Now it's your turn. You remember the first time you saw BROLY transform into the legendary brute? Who are your favorite Dragon Ball Z characters? Let me know down in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out. Join the lounge and grab yourself a seat. Share with your friends or anyone who loves anime like us.
Tell your friends about me.
I appreciate you all for watching, and as we always do when we close out, let's all raise a glass in the air. Here's to anime.
I'm better than you, my shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better, I'm stronger than you.